Hey guys, my name is Matimio, and today I have another episode of Sunday Mailbox. This is a series where you guys submit your gaming or Battlefield 3 related questions, and then I give my humble opinion on them. If you would like to submit your own question, you can do so by sending me a YouTube message with the title line Q&A, and it could potentially be featured in an upcoming episode. So the first question for today is, I have noticed that the third attachment slot for the bolt-action rifles are all close-quarter attachments, the laser sight, flashlight, and suppressor. But the problem is that the bolt-action rifles are extremely ineffective at close range. How would you feel if DICE implemented an attachment suited for mid to long range combat? I was thinking of a barrel attachment that made bullet velocity faster, meaning less bullet drop. What is your thoughts on this? Yeah, I think this is a great idea. I'm not really sure why DICE hasn't added something like this to the Recon class. I believe that the heavy barrel does it for a bunch of the, or at least a couple of the assault rifles and the carbines. Don't quote me on that though, but I do believe in one of the patch notes they mentioned that the heavy barrel will increase the bullet velocity of some of the weapons so that you don't have to compensate as much for bullet drop at long range. And you would think you would kind of transfer that over onto the Recon class, because the Recon class is of course going for long range shots. So I'm not really sure what DICE's thought process is behind this. Maybe it's because there isn't anything like this in real life. There isn't a barrel that you can put at the end of a bolt-action rifle that's going to increase its bullet velocity. I'm not really sure. I'm not a huge gun nut, but, you know, this is a video game, and video games can be twisted. They're not meant to be just real-life simulators. There are games out there like that, but Battlefield 3 is not a war simulator. It's meant to be a video game. It's meant to be fun, and I can see if there is something that isn't something like this in real life, why not just have it in game? No, I don't think anyone would really complain about it. It would give some more customization to the Recon class, and you're absolutely right. That third slot is completely useless, at least in my opinion, for the Recon. If you're using the flashlight, you're essentially letting everyone know where your location is, which is always a bad thing on the Recon class. Kind of the same thing with the laser sight, but it goes one step further. If you're going for that headshot, you basically let them know that you're trying to kill them, and they can duck for cover. So I really don't think that those two attachments are even worthwhile using at all, and that's really all that you can use in that attachment slot. It's pretty terrible, and I would absolutely love to have some sort of attachment like this. I think it would add a lot of customization options that aren't already available, and you can actually use something in that slot. The next question for today is, what do you think about adding in-game 3D clouds that would just slowly hover over the map? Dogfights would become much more interesting, and it would also open up many new ways for air vehicles to approach different situations. Now, this is one of the coolest ideas you guys have come up with. I mean, one of the main reasons why I never really enjoy playing in the jets is, first of all, I'm terrible in the jets. I have no idea what I'm doing. But second of all, is that dogfights I find to be really, really boring. It's just circling around in a circle, ring around the rosy, nothing really gets done, and in my opinion, that's not that fun. But if you add clouds into the sky that you can hide behind, it would add so much more dynamic to air combat. I think it would be a phenomenal idea. You know, if you had someone behind you, you could jet towards a cloud. Once you get in it, bank to the left or the right and do some crazy aerial maneuver or whatever you guys do in jets. Like I said, I don't really play in them. And then get behind them because they have no idea where you went, and then take them out. Like, it would just be so cool. But not only that, but if you're in a helicopter, it would also add a nice little dynamic as well, because one of the main things that helicopters just get destroyed by is, of course, jets. And if you have some sort of cloud system where you can hide in them, or you can use them for cover to get away from them, it would just add so much more to the game, at least in my opinion. And if for whatever reason a DICE employee is watching this, I highly doubt that they are, but if they added this into the game, I would be absolutely thrilled. I'm not really sure how they would implement it, maybe having stationary clouds or normal clouds that we have in real life that move along slowly, but even if they are stationary, just to have some sort of dynamic like that, I would be totally on board with it, and I think it would be a great idea. I want to know what you guys think, though. Do you think this would be a nice addition to the game? Let me know in the comment section below. You guys know what I think already, but I want to know what you guys think. The final question for today is, what kind of FPS games do you enjoy? Is it only limited to modern military shooters such as Battlefield series and such? In my humble opinion, I find it quite a shame we don't have as many hardcore, fast-paced shooters as we used to. Quake 3, Unreal Tournament, Tribe series. What do you think about the future of FPS genre? I would love to hear your thoughts. So I really don't have a first-person shooter genre that I limit myself to. I mean, right now, the main one that I play is Battlefield 3, but I will play pretty much any first-person shooter that's good, that it's in front of me. I'll really play any good game in general. I don't limit myself to just first-person shooters. Like right now, I'm playing Diablo 3, I play League of Legends, I've played a lot of MMOs in the past. I like video games, and I'm not just going to limit myself to one genre of first-person shooters, and I'm just going to play whatever is fun. If it's fun, I'll play it, and I'll probably enjoy it. But with regards to your question, also the same thing with first-person shooters. You know, the modern military shooters are very, very popular right now. You have the Call of Duty series and Battlefield 3. And I'm not really sure how much longer we are going to see these modern military shooters last. One of the reasons why they probably have last so long is because of the success of the Call of Duty series, and I can't really blame developers and investors for wanting a piece of that pie. I mean, it's a lot of money at stake, and I can see why these modern shooters have lasted so long. But maybe we are going to be seeing a trend into more futuristic games, or futuristic settings, since we have the Black Ops 2 coming out. I'm not really sure if I'm sold on that just yet. But Tribes Ascend just came out for free, and I know a lot of people really enjoy that. It was very popular back in the day, and it looks like it's just as popular now. And really, it's just kind of up in the air right now. If Tribes Ascend does really well, and a lot of players latch on to that free-to-play model, maybe we will see more fast-paced games like that. But like I said, it's up in the air. It's going to really depend on how well or how successful these games are in the future. And if people don't see them to be as profitable, I would assume that they're going to stick with the formula that already works, which is the Call of Duty series, the Battlefield series, normal, modern-day first-person shooters. So I guess we'll really just have to wait and see. But that's it for today's Sunday Mailbox, guys. I hope you enjoyed. If you did, or you want to support my channel, I would appreciate it. Give this video a thumbs up, and if you haven't already, subscribe to my channel for more videos. I would also like to know what you guys thought about the topics that I spoke about today. Let me know in the comments section below. I always love hearing your guys' thoughts. But also, like I said earlier, if you would like to submit your own question, you can do so by sending me a YouTube message with the title line Q&A. But until next time, guys, have a good one and take it easy.